Finally, the last example of section 8.5, example 5. The core concept we're going to work on here is that of bisecting angles. Now, what an angle bisector is simply this. It's a ray that divides an angle into two congruent angles. So if you look at my picture here, I've got an angle, a big angle, YXZ. And that angle is being divided into two congruent angles by another ray, ray XW. So XW takes this angle and cuts it right down the middle. So that YXW is congruent to WXZ. So by bisecting this angle, bisect, okay, means to cut in half, okay? So by cutting in half, the thing that you need to make sure you understand is when they tell you a ray is bisecting an angle, that the angle on each side is congruent. So YXW is congruent to, in this case, angle ZXW. Okay? So let's try to apply this now to a problem. It's going to look similar to what we did with the angle addition postulate, but you're going to see a couple differences. Okay? So here we go. Using an angle bisector to find angle measures. So ray QS, everybody look at the figure, QS right here, is bisecting PQR. Well, we just learned that that means it's cutting PQR in half. Now angle PQS is 24. Can you figure out how big PQR is? Well, if PQR is being bisected by QS, meaning cut in half, that means that if this angle is 24, then this angle also must be 24 because we cut that angle in half. So if both angles are 24 by the angle addition postulate, PQR has to be 48, 24 plus 24. Or you can say this 24 is half of this, so 24 times 2, either way. So the measure of angle PQR is equal to either 24 plus 24 or 24 times 2. Either way, that equals 48 degrees. And there you have it. That is using an angle bisector to find angles. All done with 8.5.